I'm Courtney. I'm a sophomore political science major from Summerville, South Carolina.
All right, my name's Kendall Dakers. I'm a senior, senior and a half, majoring in civil engineering, and I'm from Woodruff, South Carolina.
Jackson Myron. I'm a sophomore electrical engineering major from Hollis, New Hampshire.
My name's Will. I'm an engineering major from Forest, Virginia, and I'm a freshman.
Hello, my name is Megan Fields. I'm a senior philosophy major from Orangeburg, South Carolina.
I'm Kira. I'm from Massachusetts, and I'm a sophomore in mechanical engineering.
Hi, my name is Julia. I'm a sociology major, sophomore, and I'm from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
I'm Aiden Rhodes. I'm a mechanical engineering freshman, and I'm from Steubenville, Ohio.
Hi, I'm Christina. I'm a sophomore bioengineering major from New York.
Oh, hi, I'm Faith. I'm from New Jersey. I'm a sophomore early childhood education major.
I'm Hannah Burns. I'm an English major, and I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
I'm Gabriel Hankins. I'm an assistant professor of English here at Clemson, and I'm from Central Illinois originally.
Expectations are what the administration expects from teachers to perform for their students, and also what students expect from their teachers. But I feel like it's all of the pressures on a teacher.
Trying to get us ready for the real world.
Just to be there whenever a student needs them and guide them.
Is to get us to learn the material and to utilize the material after we graduate.
To understand that all students learn differently and are capable of accommodating.
Like performance-wise, from the administration, from the state, from a national standard, and also what's expected of them from their students and from the parents, as far as involvement and guidance for the education of the students.
They present the required material, and then if additional help is required by their students, they're responsible for making sure that those students, to the best of their ability, understand the material and can apply the material.
For me, a teacher should be really passionate about their material, be knowledgeable about their material, and also be dedicated to working with students and making time for their students.
Are what the teachers expect for like their classroom.
To be excited about it, like nobody wants a teacher that isn't passionate about what they're teaching, because that sucks.
That you have to strike some kind of contract with the class in which you have agreed upon set of goals and methods and forms of assessment and shared assumptions and values that you're going to work with.
Is making sure that you do the right thing no matter what, and that you give it your all and your best effort.
Making sure that someone's doing what they're supposed to do.
Is understanding what falls under your domain and being prepared and wanting to perform those tasks.
I don't know, it's like the responsibility of taking on the consequences of your own actions.
And then also doing what's right even when no one's watching.
Accountability is taking responsibility for your own actions.
I would say someone that's not too old, that kind of still cares.
You want them to be somebody who makes you want to go to that class.
My opinion is someone that kind of understands what students are going through, because college is like a stressful time. So maybe working with the students.
Teacher is somebody who is really passionate about their subject and also passionate about making sure that their students not only learn it and want to learn their topics, but are passionate enough to want to understand the topic well enough.
A good teacher and a competent teacher are two completely different things. Like a competent teacher, it's like they get by, people pass their class, like they're learning something, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're retaining anything. But then a good teacher makes you excited to learn the material, and they want you to succeed, and I don't know, there's just something that sets them apart. So.
The capacity to keep learning and improving actively.
I think it's evaluated through tests and evaluations, but
Now recorded by how students do on the exams, not necessarily how well they're teaching the material.
If they're still able to, I don't know, maybe walk, talk, drive to school, that they're able to teach.
Evaluated by how their students perform and how well their students do in the future.
Statewide, nationwide, I know there are forms of testing There are surveys that are taken and things like
a
that.
lot through standardized testing, and that's really stupid.
Different ways. I know standardized testing.
I think a lot of times standardized testing is one of the major reasons.
I don't think there's as much emphasis on how the teaching is done versus like the outcome.
Secondary ed, we don't have a set of test scores that we try to reach or that we're being held accountable to. Our system is a system of peer evaluation and then, of course, student evaluations.
Going at it from all directions would ultimately help the schools better instead of just putting more pressure on the teachers.
I would agree with that statement that in the end the teachers are the most important part of school reform because they're the ones who are interacting with the students every day.
I don't know if that's the best way to reform. It would give a different look on things.
It may not be the best way, but it's definitely a start because if you expect more out of the teachers, you're more likely to get more out of them as well as the students.
Not putting it solely upon the teachers, but that can definitely be one aspect in which we can better the school system.
I feel like teachers already have a lot on their plate, and providing them with more things that they need to do or more tasks that they need to achieve will help. But I rather feel like teachers need more freedom.
If they basically have more incentives to do a good job, because their job is really hard.
So I don't think that we need to pile anything more onto the teachers. I think that they need to be compensated better to give them more like incentive, honestly, just to do what they do every day, because it's a hard job.
Adding further expectations with no funding, resources, or improvement of the overall system will just get you cheating and worse results.
Going into this assignment, I wanted to approach it with an open mind because everyone I was going to interview I know had been through the school system. They had experienced good teachers, bad teachers, and every teacher in between. But it was really intriguing to see the range of answers I got, starting with students' expectations for teachers all the way to administration's expectations for teacher to what a teacher was just supposed to do. It was really interesting to apply all of those answers to the later questions, especially how teachers should be evaluated. Almost everyone gave the same answer, that teachers are evaluated through standardized testing and administration observation, but they all disagreed with it. But they couldn't provide an alternate option. So basically almost everyone was saying that something is wrong with our schooling system in terms of teachers, but they just couldn't figure out how to fix it.